What's going on, everybody? Brian Nails here with the domain, and I know that recently 2K released patch 1.09 for WWE 2K22, and I wanted to show you guys, or find out really, if the patch fixed the MyRise save file issue where the save file was not loading. So I'm on an Xbox Series X. I have a controller here, and let's get into WWE 2K22. Now, I will say I've had some time to mess around with this update. You've got the new NXT 2.0 arena in here, which is great. A lot of other necessary changes as well, and more. And the good news is that there's a lot of the necessary changes and fixes. Tag titles added to my GM mode, and so much more. And it's probably one of the best updates ever for a WWE game, as far as adding a new arena, movesets, and things like that. Now, I will say that before I let you guys see whether or not my MyRise file loads, that I have made a support ticket to 2K in regards to this issue. I did this about 2 weeks ago. They claim they are aware of this issue. So yeah. Now, if you've watched the previous video I did about this issue, you'll know that when I tried to load my save file for my MyRise character, the game would just kind of freeze. The WWE logo has little ashes of fire coming up, like you see here on the screen behind the menu, and it would freeze after about 10 to 15 seconds of trying to load. So we'll go into MyRise. We will go and try to load my MyRise character, Brian Daniels. By the way, real quick, I just want to let you guys see that this is up to date, and you can see that this is in fact on version 1.09. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get in here. And let's see if this is going to load. And I'll show you guys what's going to happen here. I already know what's going to happen. So here we go. And we'll wait about 15 seconds. And I've got it muted just because, music restrictions and everything on YouTube. But you'll be able to clearly see that after a while, the game just sits here, does not load me into the game. However, you'll notice that it doesn't freeze up anymore. So I guess you could say that it fixed the freezing of the movement of the screen, which is, I guess, a little bit of progress. Now, I want to say that I have tried, since I'm on an Xbox, I did delete my save on the console and tried to pull my save file from the cloud, which is what 2K had already recommended me to do, to try to see if that would fix the problem, and it did not. I've tried that twice. But as you can see here, it's already been a little over a minute, and we are still stuck on this screen with the WWE logo there in the middle. Now, if you remember the previous video, it would freeze. It would have been frozen at this point. I can do like I did before, and I can, cycle through the little tips down at the bottom. But what sucks is I can't back out of the screen. The only way for me to do that is if I go in and exit the game. So it's really weird that nobody else is really talking about this on YouTube. I barely see anybody mentioning this. So I don't know how big of a problem this is, but I see everybody complimenting on how great this game is. Don't get me wrong, it's a great game, but problems like this are pretty bad, especially when you've put so much time into playing MyRise that I haven't finished it yet, and so many people are far ahead. I'd like to start a new career with a female character, but I'm afraid that I'm going to get to a point where it's going to freeze up on me again. So let me know in the comments below if you're having this issue. Let me know if you have any other issues springing up since the 1.09 update that was released few days ago. And let me know what your overall thoughts are on WWE 2K22 if you're enjoying it. I am actually enjoying the game. I think it's one of the best wrestling games ever made. I just think that this sucks. But I've been enjoying Universe mode. Gonna jump back into my GM and do some tag title stuff. And the MyRise mode, which is kind of meh. But let me know your thoughts below. I do read those on a daily basis. Also, if you like what you're watching here on the domain, you know what to do. As always, you can like this video if you want. But also be sure to subscribe so you get updates like these. Until then, see you guys.